Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your service. Still with his gammy hand, still doesn't work properly. And I was in the place where they could have got that looked at most of yesterday. Because after I finished filming that video yesterday with the Predator mask, we got the call that my father, Big Papa Kilt-Man, or Big Kilt-Papa, had been rushed into hospital, Arrow Park Hospital. Now for the last 18 months he's been living in a home because, well, he's 92, he's got many things wrong with him. And my mum, who's in her 80s, could not look after him. She could not, literally lift him, It had to take 24-hour care. So that's where he's been. But yesterday morning he was not responsive when they tried to wake him up, and they realised that he passed blood as well. So he was whisked off very quickly into Arrow Park Hospital. Whereupon they discovered that not only was there was like some kind of water infection, there was also pneumonia had set in, and he's got some problem with his aorta as well. So me and Mrs. Kilt-Man went out there, met with the members of the family who still live around here, because our family's kind of exploded out around the world, and we were told quite clearly that this was the end. It's not an unexpected thing for us. We've been aware of this build up for, well, I'd say for 40 years, to be honest. Because my dad has had heart attacks when he was younger. He's had loads of things wrong with him. He's blind in one eye. He's been hero worshipped by all and sundry. But anyway, this is the twilight. But this is now the candle is about to go out, really. It hasn't as yet. So we were there most of yesterday. And I don't know if you can hear that the rain is still absolutely lashing down, just to add a bit of further misery. But the thing about this is, I don't want this to be miserable, nor would he. My brother and his wife stayed there with Big Kilt-Mama overnight. I didn't really see the point of doing that. I understand why, but my dad is not responsive. We spent all the time listening to his breathing, and it was going in cycles, raspy, then it'd go a bit more sort of like a horse's whinny, then it'd be a big bovine sort of snarl and grunt, and it would shock you, and then it would climb back down into silence, and then in 10 minutes later it would do the same thing again, hour after hour when we're doing this. And they moved him out of the intensive care and they put him into just a normal ward, because they've said to us, and they've been big thumbs up to the staff of Arrow Park. Everyone says, oh, the staff are wonderful. Well, they are. You want for nothing, Cups of tea and coffee and cakes and biscuits and sandwiches have been ferried to us all the time, and we can stay there all day long, because he's now in a ward where, well, it's just to see it out, to make him comfortable for the end. You're going to see a husky dog, a very wet husky dog, come scampering back through here in a second now, because she's just been for a quick walk before we go out to the hospital again. So, I just wanted to put this video out there to say, after yesterday's video, and I was promised, we're going to do this, and this, and this, and this. It might not happen quite as quickly as I wanted it to, because, well, circumstances have leapt in there and derailed things. Now, I might not sound the most upset about this. It's because we've had so long to prepare for it. It's just Big Kilt-Mama who might, here's the wet dog, whom we're going to have to look after, because we've been expecting this. We're resigned to it. But the thing is, my dad's had these spells before where we thought it's going to be the end, and he's always come back. I won't use the term bounced back exactly, but he's always come back again. And even at the last minute, he plays little fucking tricks on you. Because yesterday we were all sat round and we're watching his chest going up and down, listening to his crazy breathing patterns. Then next thing, he stopped breathing. And we all leaned in closer and closer. The chest wasn't moving. Nothing coming out of his mouth. My brother put his hand over his mouth, no breath. I ran out to go and get to the nurse's station. Like, my dad's passed away. And then I looked back in again, and they're all good. He's all right. And I went, oh no, he's okay. Sorry, false alarm, he's okay. Oh, you know what? I went back in, you You had to do it, didn't you? You had to do it. So that's why things might go a little bit chaotic as far as videos are concerned. But, you know, we're going to go out there very shortly again and sit with him. Like a bat and change, because the others are knackered, they haven't slept. You know, they've been... And to be perfect, I don't really see the point of sitting there when he's not responsive. You're helpless anyway. There's nothing you can do. But everyone's different. You know, it's the way you have to react, the way you feel you need to react. And but although this has been musicless, it won't be for much longer, because, as I've said before, me and my dad, big Kilt-Papa, bonded over Escape from New York, of all things. We did. I'm the youngest in our family by far, by a good 12 years, 13 years, I'm the youngest. But me and my dad, you know, military history, you know, me and him bonded. But some films, like Clint Eastwood stuff, my dad is a stickler for authority and the law. But he has a little thing for anti-heroes. Dirty Harry, Man with No Name, Snake Plissken. There's only, you know, 2 films that he can quote, because my dad's memories, it's always been bollocks, but there's 2 films he can quote. One is Escape from New York, and he does it really well, and the other is George Romero's 1978 zombie masterpiece, Dawn of the Dead. Who'd have thought? Everything else he mangles. May the power be with you. You know what? And according to him, Darth Vader was called Dark Zador. What? And we're going to need a larger boat. Oh, come on, Dad. One of the most famous lines in history. Come on. But he can quote Pliskin. So he took me to London on the week of the premiere of Escape from New York, 1981. And Leicester Square we went to. We'd seen it previewed on Film 81 with old Barry Norman, Baz and Norman. And both of us just were instantly, wow, got to see this. And I was only 11 at the time, like it was a double A. There's the poster over there, the original poster. And so he took me down there, and we watched it twice in one night. Get in there. And in Leicester Square, there was, you know those canopies outside the cinema where it's like a little roof comes out and it's showing, you know, in digital usually, well, digital nowadays, it was just like stuck on in letters back in those days. And it had the titles of the films that are on there and the showing times and all that. Veranda, what do you call it? No, there's definitely a word for it. A marquee? Nah. But on top of one of them was a yellow New York cab, because of cabby Ernest Borgnine as cabby driving his cab around, you know, this, you know, futuristic, war-torn prison hell that is New York City. And that was brilliant. And it was all like big life-size standees of Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken. Oh, to have bagged one of them. Watched the film twice in one night. Both of us transfixed by it. Loved it. Talking about it and giving it loads. I said, Dad, I want to wear the gear that Snake Plissken wears. And my dad, being a military historian, a house full of uniforms and tunics and every kind of era known to man, and well, man's inhumanity to man. He had artifacts, Zulu shields, muskets, Martini Henry rifles, Purdy shotguns, cannonballs, Vickers machine gun, Luftwaffe propeller, suits of armour, spears, oh God, you name it, he had everything. And I grew up in that environment. And you wonder why I turned out like this. And I said, I want that uniform, I want that gear he wears. And you all know I've got everything from that, including the life clock and everything. And the hair. But obviously you couldn't get those pants. They were made for the film. It took me another 40 years to get those, not 40 years, another 35 years, something like that, to get those pants made from a guy in Tokyo of all places. But I've got the proper kecks, made exactly. Anyway, so afterwards, we spent the next couple of days of our London jaunt going on every junk shop, every antique shop, every militaria shop, of which in those days there were plenty, up and down Portobello Road, and we're trying to find these Siberian camouflage pants. They didn't exist, obviously, and we did buy some things. Oh, I remember going well, have you got something that Snake Plissken might wear? And I had the poster magazine, the Starburst poster magazine, which actually is that poster reversed is the Starburst poster magazine for Escape from New York. Classic bit of merch. And I was showing pictures, have you got that? And they're going looks like urban camouflage. We've got midnight blue and we've got grey. And thinking about it, I should have got them, but the pattern wasn't right. Anyway, me and my dad bonded over that. And so in honour of me dad, I'm going to play, well, let's play the main theme for one thing. It's hard clicking the button with a gammy hand, you know. But with that, the music would come on at the start, because obviously we got it at home video afterwards, Betamax and VHS, and we sat and watched the film, and that and Dawn of the Dead a million times. Like, the music would come on at my dad. He didn't even like music, you know. He liked classical music, synth stuff. What? The era of the New Romantics, you know, post-punk. He hated it all. But this, he'd go. My mates will be sitting there like with our little eye patches on, watching me dad. He loved it. He's just in the bed, propped up in the bed now. At first, you know, when he moved up to the ward and we followed him up, I thought, my God, he's going to go out a happy man. There was this huge bump in the sheet, the blanket, and I thought, my God, Dad. It was his knee. I was like father, like son, hey? But this is for big Kilt-Papa. Who, incidentally, when most of my family seemed to shun me wearing kilts, he didn't. But secretly, I think he wished that he'd been wearing kilts as well. It's cool, but it's earnest as well. There's a sense of fatality to that theme. Maybe that ties in as well. Please don't think I don't take any of this seriously. I was cracking jokes around the bedside because, well, you're either going to cry or you're going to laugh. What would he prefer? I know what he'd prefer. He'd prefer not to be lying there. No shocker. The shock is that he's lasted as long as he has, and to be perfectly honest, the nurse, the authorised, what do you call it, the head of the section, the big brainy nurse said, like 1 in 100 can, there's that phrase, bounce back again. 1 in 100 can bounce back, but you know, you reach this stage and all we can do is make them comfortable and they will just drift off. That's all. Initially he was given half an hour to a day. Well, he's gone beyond that now. So, life in the old dog yet. My dad's favourite bit is the same as mine. So again, we bonded over this as well. The bit where the Duke of New York arrives. He loved the Duke. The braided, you know, hussar's tunic with the epaulets, you know, the whole pageantry, the chandeliers on the Cadillac. He loved it. It was just this mock imperialism. So let's just play this one last track in honour of my dad. This is...
What did I teach you?
Yeah, we're going in a minute. That's Mrs. Kilt-Man saying we've got to go, but this is for my dad, so... Everyone else is running from the Duke and his convoys arriving. Maggie, Brain, run off to the shadows. Cabby legged it way earlier. But Snake knows he wants to get the president back from, you know, New York and get these things taken out of his neck before his head blows off. He's going to meet this guy. So he just stands there with his Ingram, his Mac 10, in the middle of the street, waiting. And then he realises, hang on a minute, maybe stealth would be the best option. But I love his brazen quality, and I think my dad loved that as well. He just strutted through. He got the shit kicked out of him, but he didn't care. Bounce back, See? This is what it's all about. It's bouncing back. We go there now, and he's sitting up and laughing and joking. Well, you know what? It's real, man. Lymphatic. Much smoother than my usual tipple. Okay, folks, I think we're going to have to go. So, right, take it easy. Keep it Celtic, keep it kilted, and I'll try and keep you posted as to what's going on. But expect some kind of disruption anyway in the run-up. Hopefully not, but who knows. But now you know. Folks, I'm going to see you all later for Big Kilt-Papa. Y'all.